maybe we should stop there and just talk about a few things. I think the mood that you're setting here is perfect. I really like your color, the way that you're pacing this movement. It feels really exciting and like there's something looming. One suggestion I would make to you has to do with your shifts. Sometimes I find that you shift to a note, often a note that is repeated in the same way. Okay. So think a little bit about how you might want to vary your shift so that you don't always have the same approach. Okay. You could sometimes shift from, I notice a little bit from below. That seems to be what you're doing, this kind of a shift. So think about varying maybe which finger you're shifting from so that you can experiment with a different kind of shift. You could do one starting with from below, from the first time, and then maybe the second time 2-2. And then the last one, I feel like to this B flat, it would be nice to have a more direct shift instead of shifting from below. To me, it feels like it needs just a bit more power in the left hand instead of the shift feels a little weaker to me, and such an important soloistic movement. I think that it would be nice to have a more direct shift. Let's try that once and see how you feel with it. How about going from into this part?
Yeah, I missed it.
That's okay. You can nail it. I know. It's with those different shifts, since especially beforehand you were shifting from below, it would be nice for this one to have a slightly different approach. Or if you want, you could do the opposite and do these two a slightly different way so that you can shift from below on the beginning of the B flat. But to me, I feel like it would be nice to have more power on that B flat. And I know you can nail that shift. No problem. So let's go on now to this big run from the bottom D.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. No problem. Sorry, I can't do it.
No, it's okay. You know what? Let's go from the beginning of this variation again, because there are some more things we can talk about in the beginning, and then you'll feel more comfortable going into that spot. Yeah. Okay, let's go from the top. All right, so we just played 3 of the same motives. Now, how about varying the time that you take in those motives so that you don't always put the emphasis on the B flat. Even though there's a hairpin that's leading to the B flat, you could think about maybe varying your pacing so that you move maybe a little bit more through the second, and then the most time on the last one. That's just a suggestion. You can feel free to take any kind of time. But as long as they don't sound too similar, I think it would be nice to have some sort of a build-up that's a little bit less predictable. So let's start from the top again and see how that feels. That sounds great. Now, what do you think about coming back a little bit in dynamic? for the first G natural, and then a little bit more as you build through that phrase.
Okay.
Try that.
Oh, wait.
A little less, maybe that.
That's the first
The
time,
first
sorry.
time. I know there are so many repetitive motives. Let's go from that. Great. I love how you sustained through those eights and cut off very suddenly there. I think that was really exciting. Okay, wonderful.